What's up, you guys? My name's Impulse, and today we're going to be talking about some new maps that were shown on the eSports live stream. There's 4 new maps that were shown, and they also gave us a gameplay of Redwood. We've already had leaks of like what they were going to be, what the maps were going to be, but now we actually get a gameplay of it. What you're seeing right now is a preview of the map Breach, and then you're going to get to see pros play on it. But this isn't actually an event, they're just playing for bragging rights. But this just looks kind of like a broken down Middle Eastern area. It's a lot of inside and a lot of outside gameplay. I'm going to head out. Tell me what you think about the map in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. My name's Impulse, and I'm out.
Game can be turned on its head so quickly when you talk guns. You're not going to be able to just have your go-to weapon or even 2 weapons. I mean, you're going to have to be good with everything.
And we're even talking in between rounds.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, in between maps. Yeah. I mean, you see one player, you ban the Man of War game 1, he goes off with the XR2. It's like, do we let the Man of War come back? I mean, it's a huge gamble.
All right, well, here we go. We are ready to kick it off. It is going to be game number 2. Breach Hardpoint hopping on with Jerd. Recently moved to North America. He's been hanging with the big boys, putting on a show as of late, and starting out hot here. He picks up 2 kills.
And he's been so good with this burst submachine gun. I'm interested to see if one of the players from North America is going to adopt using it during this game. I mean, he's been crushing.
He absolutely has, and a big part of why they were able to take game number 1. You'll see, just going to blow up the map here. We're going to be moving towards the bottom. You'll see there's 3 players from the North American side in and around. They're going to be set up here trying to deal with the aggression that's going to be coming from the European players. Sharp had a player moving underneath him, able to catch him in the backside. There's the hip fire, able to clean one up, tries to turn and burn, able to get 2, and you'll see here, care package going to be ready.
Yeah, Sharp's going to have score streaks in. I love the fact, Jay, that we have score streaks back in competitive Call of Duty. I think it was such a great addition during Black Ops 2. It's so much fun. It adds so much to the game.
Well, that's the thing, right? It just adds that variety to it. Yeah. So where before, when everybody was very vanilla, I think. Yeah. And so people were concerned. But I think, as you point out, again, with all the ban and everything that you can do, I think players are going to have a good time. Especially with the score streaks, they're fun to watch.
Yeah,
and they can change. They can change the dynamic of a map.
Yeah, very quickly. It's so much pressure. It builds this pressure. There's so much time left. When are they going to save them for? Are they going to save it for the final hard point? How are they going to use them? It's going to be absolutely a treat to watch. You saw the Vision Pulse coming out there from Jerd. Tell me a little bit about Vision Pulse.
Yeah, Vision Pulse is a great thing that allows the player to actually pulse out in the community, out into the map, where you can actually see players in between or behind items.
And then you saw the walls. Reaper Psychosis come in, trying to break the hill, throw in those clones, and he's not able to do so. But Jerd really just putting Team EU on his back here at the early stages, maybe.
Well, every single player is positive right now for EU. It's just this North American side can't really get going. Sharp is 6-5 leading the way. Replay struggle a little bit 2-4. I'm going to hop on McCrim for just a bit here. Player for Optic Gaming, one of the most talented players in the game. You mentioned earlier he has the most tournament wins of anyone. I expect that to continue in Black Ops 3. You see accurate shots coming in there. He finds a second down to the left, not able to pick that up, but you do see he's got a turret working with him here on this left-hand side.
And he loves this Vesper SMG. He was telling me pre-game, he's like, this is going to be my go-to gun. You see him just running the hill, take out 2, and just such a high rate of fire. It's going to be great around hills.
Oh, absolutely. That, again, you put that weapon in the right person's hand. Destruction.
And that was, I believe, a War Machine came in and just absolutely destroyed Replays and
the War Machine's a favorite of everybody.
Yeah, it's good fun. There's nothing about cleaning hell with that.
Yeah, it's always great to see players just bust out the War Machine, take out 2 or 3 in the hill, and it always comes in when you least expect it, right? I mean, Crim's in the hill, he takes out 2, he's probably really excited. Boom, you hear that.
Well, but again, too, like knowing when that's going to happen, you don't know when it's going to happen. So as a player, your senses are, okay, who's controlling what door, who's looking at a particular angle to really make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, and I like that there's balance to it. Does it seem like this one-shot explosive weapon is overpowered to some degree? But then when you don't carry it over, like Black Ops 2, let's say you had ammo left, you carry that over into the next spawn. Now, I mean, depending on the timing, if you pick a poor time to bust this out and you get shot and cleaned up, it's gone. It's wiped. So really, there's a lot of strategy of when to properly use these, and you've seen some really good use of it thus far in this series.
And I think players will get into a flow with that, right? And again, like you said, it's still a little bit early on. So I think, what we're seeing now today versus what we'll see in the first qualifier, you're going to see a big difference.
Yeah, very different. I think by the time you see the Purifier coming in there,
all right.
I believe that was Crim coming in behind Sharp using it. Don't know if he was able to get one, but something else of note, you can see that the time in hill stack on the right-hand side, Maven. I love that. You know, really shows how OBJ players affect the game.
Speaking of which, look at Jared rocking the hill. He's got a minute 9 to his name. He's also 9 and 6, make it 10 and 6. There's 2 more pushing him. Can he clean him up? Hit markers for days. Not able to pick it up, but does get the assist.
He's close to
well.
score streaks as well, so he played his life right there. Didn't want to dive into the hill. He has his ability. He has vision pulse. He gets score streaks as well. Jared is going to be a force to be reckoned with.
And there's another assist. He did get his first score streak. He's ready to go.
You see he's going to just keep running around the hill, just taking players out, having a fantastic game. And you see on the scoreboard, nobody from Team NA going near the hill. You can blatantly see that now. Sharp's only got 6 seconds in the hill. Replays the OBJ player just hit 10, so Study doing a brunt of the OBJ work, and you can see it's really affected him. 5 and 16. So hard being a Slayer and then being thrown into the hill.
Yeah, no, that's not where you want to be.
No, those Slayers.
Hey guys, I need some help. Where's everybody?
Yeah, you got to imagine Study. He's question, where his teammates are?
Hello.
And this is what we kind of wondered a little bit, because you have who's going to be a little overconfident coming into this. Obviously, the North American side, they're just going to run around a little more individually, just try to rack up as many kills as they can and still think they can get the W. Whereas if you're the underdogs inside the European All-Stars, they're banding together. They're playing much more as a team, and they're absolutely crushing right now. They're up 107 points.
And you see a player like Broken, who's been, over the course of Call of Duty, standstill AR Slayer. Right now, 16 and 12. 38 seconds in the hill. I mean, it doesn't look like a lot, but compared to the Slayers from North America, doing a better job at playing around the hill, playing more of a team game.
Yeah, absolutely. I wonder if the EU guys maybe did a little something on the North American team before they started, like, oh, don't worry about it. Now,
yeah, right? They lulled them into a false sense of confidence without bringing it.
Yeah, right. They used different guns. Like they didn't try to use the guns they were going to prefer. Their picks, their bands of protects were completely different than what they want to do once the series starts, and now they've completely caught them startled. But this is what's going to be great. We've talked about in the past the different play styles you get between European players, Australian players, and North America. I just feel like there's so many more additions to this game that these play style differences are really going to become even more obvious. And when you work your way towards champs, that is going to be one of the most exciting events of all time. I cannot wait.
Well, again, it goes with the depth, right, of the strategy that's going to be involved here. When you look at all the different weapons and the new systems that have in Black Ops 3, I think as the players get a little bit more accustomed to how it works and what you're playing against, you start playing against the other teams, you're going to know exactly what their strengths and weaknesses are.
Yeah, we're going to see meta develop over the course of regions, months. I mean, something like Reaper Psychosis, where you say, maybe it's not that good in Search and Destroy. Maybe there's, an Australian or a European team out there that they have a pretty good strategy on way to use it on an offensive and defensive rounds. And I mean, we've seen over the course of history, one round can sway a game pretty quick. And you see right there, Krim with the Purifier. Jay, that thing looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's so fun. It's so fun. But again, to your point, we've even seen it change over the course of yeah.
Both going to come through torching each other. That's what you want to see.
That's great.
Kids, do not try that at home.
No.
Well, you want them to try it.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, no, seriously, play it.
Yeah.
No, that was wild, though. You see Boat just battling it out there with the Purifier. Incredible stuff coming in. I believe they actually traded that there. But look at the massive lead building up. It's now a 130-point advantage, 3:22 left on the clock, and they're just running away with this one entirely. Is there anyone you want to watch right now? Because everyone on the European side's going off.
We should stay on with Power. I mean, he had a very good game one. Game two, 24 and 14. A minute and 49 in the hill. Doing it all.
He's doing a lot of heavy lifting right there.
Just an unbelievable performance here. As I think this is pretty shocking.
I guess I could see the uplink to a degree just because we've kind of been watching that over the course of the past day or so. But the hard point, I thought this would be one where the North American roster would completely run away. I thought Krim was going to drop 700 kills typically in game two, but they're still lagging behind a bit. A part of that is going to be replays and Study. 9 and 21 and 10 and 26.
Well, Study's got a minute and 11 in the hill.
That's true.
He's the guy in the hill.
He's just living in there.
Yeah, he needs his teammates to surround him, just form a perimeter with assault rifles and lock it down. But Team EU, Maven, 250 to 118.
Unbelievable. I mean, what is there something that stood out for you the most? I mean, I know there's not a ton we can talk about tactically just because these aren't actual rosters. These are all-star lineups. They're out here. They're having fun. They're having a good time. This is, again, more for bragging rights. But